pitches to Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. Wide receiver going in motion. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working on the right. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. Just plowing ahead. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Let's go. They go to the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Louisville's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know...
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back looking for help. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working for them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's a heat. A little release to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7. There he goes! And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Amatova. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Those Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a little space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, and that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. They got that sucker to the ground.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's home.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it up for 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway.
Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one.
It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Quarterback gets the 1st down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy. It's so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hauser. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punter.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
That's caught. It's Hope. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Jamison. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Damatova. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this
Continues to fight for yards. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different. Second half, they take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. Just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. And the Cardinals just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Glass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hope. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's home. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's... And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Flushed out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Breaks the tackle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal for the offense. Looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about compromise. In this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the passes.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work. Offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run.
He's trying to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Using his legs, it's Simon. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now the pitch. Past the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Adkins. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Guys, Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.